If you're a caregiver for someone with ALS, you know that the morning can be the most demanding part of the day. But you know what? It can also be the most meaningful. So in this explainer, we're going to look at how to transform that routine. We're not focusing on fancy equipment, but on a whole new approach that can lay a positive foundation for the entire day. And this quote, it really gets to the heart of it all. The way the morning goes creates this ripple effect, you know? It impacts energy, comfort, and the mood for everyone involved. It's so much more than just a list of tasks. It's the moment that truly sets the tone for the rest of the day.
All right, so let's dive right in. Because the most important tool for a better morning, well, it isn't something you can buy. It's all about a shift in perspective.
What's so powerful here is just how simple this shift is. But man, the impact is profound. When you go from that survival mode, that feeling of just needing to get through it, to an intentional one where you're setting up the day, it changes everything. The work itself is reframed from feeling like a burden to having a real purpose.
And that leads us to this really crucial point. Care isn't a one-way street. It's a shared experience. So that tone you set in the morning, whether it's rushed and stressed or calm and deliberate, it doesn't just vanish. It echoes. It hangs in the air and affects both of you all day long.
Okay, so how do we take this new mindset and actually make it practical? Well, we're not talking about some rigid, stressful checklist here. No way. The goal is to find a natural flowing rhythm that works for you.
And this flow, it just makes so much sense. The idea is to move smoothly from one phase to the next. You start from a state of rest, just gently waking up and getting oriented. Then you move into activation. That's all the physical stuff, like movement and hygiene. And finally, you arrive at readiness, totally prepared for the day ahead.
It all starts with this principle of a gentle start. I mean, after hours of being still, the body is so vulnerable to stiffness. That's why taking the time for a slow, careful repositioning isn't just a nice-to-have. It's absolutely crucial. It can actually prevent pain that might have otherwise lasted the entire day.
All right, next up, safe transfers. Now, this is about physical safety for sure, but there's this whole other emotional layer that's just as important. By communicating every single step, just saying something like, okay, on the count of 3, we're going to shift. You create predictability. And that predictability, it builds confidence and dials down fear, which is every bit as important as a secure grip.
And this is so incredibly important. Grooming. We're talking about things like shaving or doing someone's hair just the way they like it. It's not just about being clean. These are powerful rituals that preserve a person's identity. They're a direct link to normalcy, and they're a profound way to affirm self-worth and dignity.
So how do you make this routine something you can actually stick with? First off, prep the night before. Mornings are not the time for a scavenger hunt for meds or clothes. Second, find an order that works and repeat it. That predictability lowers stress for everyone. And this one's huge. Have a plan for the really tough days, a minimum viable morning, where you only cover the absolute essentials. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent.
Okay, now for what might be my favorite part of this whole thing. Beyond all the tasks and principles, there's another layer. Let's call it sparkle. It's kind of like the secret ingredient that transforms clinical care into real, genuine human connection.
So what is sparkle? It's definitely not about forced cheerfulness or, toxic positivity. Not at all. It's about finding those small, intentional, authentic moments of humanity. These are the little things that break that mechanical feeling of a routine and remind you both that this is a day to be lived, not just managed. Sparkle can be as simple as this, just putting on a favorite song while getting dressed. It can change the whole vibe of the room.
Or it could be about engaging the senses, like using a lotion or soap with a scent they really love. It's such a small touch of personal comfort.
It can be a little moment of luxury and pure care, like having a warm towel ready. It just says, hey, I was thinking about you and your comfort.
It can even be a moment of shared quiet, just pausing for 30 seconds together by a window to feel the sunlight. That's it.
And it can be the simple power of acknowledging a good moment. A quick, hey, that transfer was really smooth today, recognizes that shared effort. These moments, they might seem small, but their impact is huge.
Which brings all of these ideas, the mindset, the rhythm, the sparkle, all of it together to the most important point. Everything we've talked about serves one primary goal, to protect the relationship that's at the very center of all this.
I mean, really think about it. After the meds are given, after the transfers are done, after the day is set, what's really left? It's the feeling between two people. It's that connection. And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. You see, the whole point of building a thoughtful morning routine isn't just about being efficient. It's a strategy. It's a way to steady the day for both of you and to build a kind of protective shield around your relationship.
And let's be totally 100% clear here. There are going to be frustrating, exhausting, and just plain overwhelming mornings. That is not a sign that you're failing. It's just the reality of this journey. The goal was never a perfect morning. It's a resilient one. So if you take just one thing away from all of this, let it be this simple idea. In the middle of all the effort, remember to look for those small, intentional moments of humanity. Because even here, maybe especially here, life is still being lived. So go on, add a little sparkle.